Don't know if you can hear the rain lashing down on the windows. I'm looking out of a grey sky here in Tipton. But let me sell you the idea that as a church, Grace Community Church, we can go to Keswick. Look how glorious it is in the background here. I know it's a disappointment to some of us who are hoping to go to Keswick actually and be part of the conventions this year. They've obviously been cancelled. But the good thing is that now it's going to be online virtually this coming week from Monday to Friday, and there's lots that we can benefit for. I know this won't fit for us all kinds of reasons, but it might be really helpful. It might be really helpful for some of us to really get into in a significant way, and in a sense go to the convention and really benefit from lots that's going on. Others of us may be just dipping in for one thing or two things that would encourage us. But there's so much that's available, and there's something great about doing something live and alongside others that's worth doing. Of course, all the material will go onto YouTube afterwards, and we can benefit it in the coming weeks. But there's something about doing it, and maybe doing it together, because then we can encourage each other and share things that we found helpful in the different sessions together. You could even meet up with others. And do like we do Grace in the Garden. You could do Keswick Convention in the garden. Really, the only limit is our imagination and our commitment. So let me just put that out there. It's an opportunity for us, and I'm grateful to Carol, who's been sort of plugging it every now and again. But let's just go through what are some of the opportunities and what's going on. And the first one is actually not even to do with Keswick. Is to do with Radio 4, and I don't think I've ever recommended anyone to tune into the Sunday worship. I think some people do that anyway, but this Sunday, tomorrow even, 8:10 has a I think the whole thing is about Keswick, so that will be good. So before you do Grace at Home and Grace in the Garden, you can tune in to Radio 4. That's available for us. All their content will go onto their website and also onto their YouTube channel. So you could type in Keswick Convention to YouTube search, and that will get you access to that. You can subscribe, then it will come up on your YouTube thing. While you're doing that, have you subscribed to the church YouTube channel? That's a good thing to do. The more people we have subscribing, the more credibility we have when a non-Christian comes and finds our thing. If they see that we've got a significant number of subscribers, that boosts their likelihood of listening, I guess. So there's a reason to do that. But that's beside the point. So that's where the content is. What is there? Well, at 9 o'clock every day, there's going to be a time of prayer, and I think actually that's from Tuesday to Friday. Matt Searles and Jodie Whitehouse are going to be leading that. I've never done anything like this, so I don't know exactly how they'll be live streaming it. I don't know how interactive it will be. There's a prayer diary, so it's a try it and see, but it could be a great way of praying with others, praying for situations that we might not be aware of anyway. And it's a really good thing, important thing for us to be doing, praying for our nation, for our world, for Christ's church in our nation. So chance to do that. Then 10 o'clock. There is the theme of the conference is hope, and at 10 o'clock Christopher Ash is going to be opening up Psalms 1 to 6, looking at the hope that we have in Jesus. Christopher is a great Bible teacher and a humble guy. My personal dealings with him, my dad took his job. He used to be a maths teacher. My dad took his job when Christopher changed from being a teacher to going into a teacher of maths to be a teacher of God's Word and a pastor. He's written various books. He's a very careful handler of God's Word. Really worth listening to. What's the thing? Oh yes, no. I've once been to his house. One of my friends worked with him, so I've seen Christopher Ash in the flesh. He's a godly guy. He welcomed this random stranger into his Sunday to have Sunday lunch with him one Sunday, and he and his family were lovely. So, can recommend Christopher Ash's ministry to us all. Then at 11:15, there's a children's slot. So there's Keswick for kids, and so we'll be doing that, and might be your situation that's something that you could get involved in or encourage others to be involved in. Have a look there. There's also a youth stream, But there's also the seminars is at that time, 11:15, and there are some good seminars this week. So there's on Tuesday there's one on hope and grief. Wednesday is hope and lament, crying out to God in prayer in our suffering. We probably have connections to the Job series we're doing. Thursday is sharing hope with our friends, thinking about evangelism, and Friday is hope in and through the local church. And I think that's a slightly different session. That's going to be a number of different speakers and a bit of an interview sharing time. So that looks really interesting as well. So that's the seminar slot. Then it's afternoon off, because obviously you can go for a nice walk. Bring back. There we go. Going to go for a nice walk in the lakes, or whatever it is that you do in the afternoon, and then in the evening there are the evening sessions. So Mike Kane will be opening up 2 Thessalonians, Andy Prime 1 Peter, Amy Ewing Romans 15, Graham Daniels Titus 2. I haven't heard Graham Daniels speak much, but I think he's a bit of a live wire. He works for Christians in sport, or has done in the past, certainly, and he's worth listening to. I hear good things about him from my friends, and he's quite a funny guy. Whenever I see him, he's always at FIC conferences, he always seems to be having a laugh with someone. I think he's a guy worth listening to. And Jeremy McCoy, Romans 5, and all of those are, again, unpacking this great theme of hope from the scriptures. So I hope that has whetted your appetite and made you think, yeah, okay, maybe I might join in with some of that, and maybe there's someone else I could join up with, or you could agree to do a session and then have a Zoom chat afterwards to talk about it, or WhatsApp chat afterwards, to then take some time maybe to pray together. Lots of ways that we can encourage each other and use what is being provided by Keswick for our benefit and our growth as Christians this week. So let's get involved virtually with Keswick this week.